Don't you wonder how people who've only started this year are outpacing you even though you started way earlier? Well, Bswarm has been out for literally 6 years. Of course, there's a better way to progress nowadays that some of you probably don't know. Today, I'll be showing you how even after quitting the game for months and somewhat forgetting how to play even, I still managed to break plateaus in a short time, and how people even today still progress in Bswarm, even after years of playing. Hope you enjoy, and let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. So normally people would go and give you some tips for every part of the game, but Bswarm is such a massive game when it comes to progression. There are so many mechanics and things to keep in mind to make sure you aren't going too slow in the game. So much I wouldn't want to cover everything in one video. So here's my takeaway. Go find it yourself. You're probably wondering, then why did I click this video? Well, I'm going to guide you on where you can find these tips, and hopefully you can use these tips to grind super fast. So let's dive into that. So I know your teachers hate the credibility of Wikipedia, but the Bswarm wiki is seriously not a bad place. Maybe just avoid the comments to be sure. You can get a buttload of information, like what quests do bears have, or where to obtain certain items. It explains the basic concepts of the game surprisingly well, but if you don't want to look through all that, wait till later in the video. But trust me, use the wiki from time to time. Especially on tips about resource gathering, they have all up-to-date ways to obtain certain items that really helped me. The wiki isn't the only place. In fact, this is probably the part of the video where the ×3 multiplier comes into hand. And trust me, if you can, please use this as much as possible. It's time to pull out the big guns. Bswarm Discord servers. These servers are genuinely super helpful, especially since these contain pros that have been playing this game since release 6 years ago. They have information on the most logical and optimized Bswarm progression, like the order you gift event beasts in, or what items you should get first, or what kind of beast you should get. Not only that, you can open discussions and ask help from more experienced players on parties struggling in the game. I'm not just talking about the official Bswarm server, but way more unofficial fan-made servers. I'll link a few of these servers I joined in the description, and hey, let me know if you got any more servers. I'd love to bump them. These servers contain both information and insane help. You can get notified when a gifted vicious beast spawns. You can gather resources by sprout partying with other people like I did. Just please don't leech. Most hosts aren't Elon Musk. There's hive guides, progression guides, and so much more. I highly recommend checking everything there. It's just going to help so much no matter how good you are at the game. Okay, maybe you didn't understand a single sentence I said, but I just stated where you can get great tips for the game. Of course, you may be lazy or not have Discord, but you still want to access this information. Well, you may not have Discord, but I am 100% sure you can access YouTube. Otherwise, how the hell are you watching my video? There are Bswarm YouTubers like Bswarm Guide, Banana, that condense these information into videos with certain topics that are easily searchable. You can watch these and have a better viewing experience while learning the same amount as others as well. For tips that are too in-depth, they do cut it short sometimes, so as much as possible I still recommend the Discord servers I linked below. But for most things, this is one of the most effective ways to get good tips for the game. Since I'm technically a Bswarm YouTuber, let me give you some bonus tips that I have personally learned since I use these places, and show you how to apply what I just covered. I remember being 2,000 tickets away from unlocking an SSA, and I wanted the fastest methods to get tickets, because I was going at a very slow rate. My first option was to check YouTube for tips, and it gave me a lot of new grindable ways to farm tickets that I never really considered, like windy beasts, meteor showers, and a lot more I haven't even mentioned. However, a lot of these tips, like wealth clock or werewolves/spiders, did mostly require a macro, and I didn't want to use one. So I further searched the wiki and found memory matches, sprouts, etc. could give me a bonus in tickets. I went even further and joined sprout parties and Discord servers and got a decent bonus in tickets as well. Now all of a sudden, I was grinding, as I mentioned in the title, 3 times faster tickets, and eventually got to enjoy SSA before my exams. Obviously, there are way more ways to apply this, like say you want to grind certain tools like the Tide Popper, or you want to improve your hive in general. But this is a real example of using these tips. So to recap the entire video, if you struggle at for this scenario, resource gathering, look at ways to obtain it in the wiki. or check a quest and rewards ahead of time. Use Discord servers to get more information and get insanely good help. And watch more Beeswarm videos for the tips. Again, nothing will beat the power of experience and raw playtime, so just play the game more and more and everyone can learn. Learning these tips won't get you a gummy baller, but it's going to make it easier to work towards obtaining one. I hope this helped newer players, and if you're a pro player watching this, I bet you're scoffing right now, but whatever. Enjoy and see you in the next one.